Hi, welcome to the State of Decay 2 stream. I'm your host, Geoffrey. Sitting next to me here is Andy Collins, our lead writer.
Howdy, folks.
And off where you can't see him is Quentin Rezin. He's a quality assurance guy, and he's going to be playing our co-op partner in the demo. How you doing, Quentin?
I'm doing well. Hey, everybody.
So hopefully you can hear his voice. We did some tests on the audio. Hopefully that should work. But what we're doing today is checking out the Daybreak demo. So this is the demo that is being played right now on the show floor at Gamescom. So if you're in Germany,
literally right now because
okay,
it's
right now.
Late at night, but it has been played for the last few days. Yes, they've been playing the heck out of it over at Gamescom.
And I don't understand time zones, so that's a little bit beyond me. But so during the show, so if you're actually in Germany and you've got Gamescom passes or tickets, I don't know how it works, you can probably go and play this yourself. But if you're not, like many of you, you can check it out here. So do we want to just get started?
I say we get started.
Okay.
So we'll get this going. Daybreak is what we call a brand new game mode for State of Decay. It's not just like regular old mission content. Those of you who remember the original game might recall the breakdown mode that was essentially a different way to play familiar game content. This is even more different. We've got an entire new experience. Quentin can go ahead and click ready. We can jump right into it because showing is the best form of telling.
So it sounds like a lot of people have already seen video of Daybreak in action.
So we are playing Red Talon soldiers who are tasked with protecting a technician who's working on a radio relay. So I'm collecting up some gear that's going to help me keep this place alive. See, we've got these barricade walls here. We've got our technician back behind us. And they've just told us wave 1 of the zombies are incoming. This, of course, whenever you protect a place in the zombie apocalypse, the zombies inevitably try to wreck your fun. So, I'm going out. I'm going to go hand to hand.
All right.
Which, that answers one of the questions we got in the chat, which was, are you stuck behind the walls, or can you run on the other side of them and melee the zombies?
You are not stuck. The question of whether this is smart or not is an entire different... Take that, zombie.
So if you want to stay on one side of the walls or get up on those ramps, those platforms, and just snipe zombies, that's an option. Right. But you can also come out here.
So Quentin and I are playing 2 of the soldiers tasked with guarding this spot. Occupy at the same time.
Got
Bad idea. We also have an AI that's playing a soldier, so we have a total of 3 defenders. This can be played with up to 4 people. So, and I think that's when it works best, is when you got you and 3 of your friends defending the technician. But you can play it with as few as 1 person. Whoa, that's a lot of zombies.
So if you have 1 person, you've got NPCs to back you up. But if you have 4 people...
Exactly. You're always going to have at least 1 NPC buddy backing you up if you're by yourself. But, generally speaking, 4 is better than 2.
Uh-oh. Somebody's... Now, whose voice is that telling us about incoming freaks?
I wonder if anybody on our stream recognizes the voice on the radio there. And see if any of them can chime in and tell us who's that up in the helicopter keeping an eye on us.
See
Farrell went over.
Farrell's inside. Uh-oh.
So,
Farrell's going inside. He's going for our technician. The game has warned us that he's under attack. We gotta keep him alive. Oh,
nicely
Farrell
done.
is down.
Nice job, whoever that was that shot him. Uh-oh, wall. Gotta go fix this wall.
I'll clear guys off.
Repairing
Firebomb.
Oh, nicely done.
Repairing the wall. Wall's back. Okay, whew. That was close.
So, let's see here. Asgard SGC wants us to talk eventually about the unlockables and the rewards you can get from this
Absolutely. We'll jump into those after we've completed a playthrough, because then you'll be able to, or even as we're playing, because you might be able to see some of those.
Yeah, as stuff pops up, we'll point it out and let you see it.
Right now we're starting
25 seconds.
with pretty much baseline gear. Whoa, what was that?
That's a goddamn drone strike.
Somebody's telling us that that's a drone strike. So
All right, so we've got a drone strike.
So Challenger 4 Gaming says that it's Sasquatch. So does Cot Jockey, Full Fury. Everybody's recognizing that Sasquatch up in the
Awesome.
sky.
Yes, that is indeed one of a very small number of returning characters from the original State of Decay. Kelly Eldridge Esquire, also known as by his codename of Sasquatch. All right, and he's thrown in with Red Talon in our game and is helping them out. All right. We got some supply drops on the field now from the mysterious entity known as Clio. I want those more than I want these. Yeah,
I'll grab the furthest two.
got it.
So why is Clio involved in this?
Clio is involved in this relay, this radio relay that we are repairing right now.
That's the tower in the back?
This tower in the background is actually a Clio radio relay. It connects to her network of supply and assault drones. We are basically hacking into it to swipe some plans from her, some secret plans for, high-tech stuff. So, but as we bring it back online so that we can hack into it, she is reacting to that and dropping supplies out in the field for us. So there's a little bit of a symbiotic relationship here.
But as you guys will remember from the Year 1 Survival Edition, whenever Clio does anything, it drives the zombies crazy. And so that's what's causing all these zombies to come and attack your locations, because you're doing Clio stuff, and it riles them up like nothing else.
I better put some bandages on here. I'm in bad shape.
Yeah. So Mon Prince Cyclope wants to know, can we explore this new map outside of this position?
A little bit.
It's
not a very big map. We basically designed it to be as big as it needs to be and no bigger.
Yeah, so now Mon Prince is well known for having explored our Lifeline map in the Year 1 Survival Edition and finding places that were never supposed to be found. So I'm sure if anybody can find places on this map they're not supposed to get, it's probably Mon Prince.
How you doing back there, Quentin?
I'm doing all right. Got a wall that's a little bit damaged, but
Do you still have wall repair kits to fix those?
Yes, I do.
We have a limited supply of wall repair kits, so we have to be a little careful.
I like how you set off that that bloater cloud.
Oh, I love setting up bloater clouds with fire.
The bloater clouds are actually like one of your most important weapons in this mode. It's like, because the bloaters leave them everywhere, and if you can grab them at the right opportunity, you can take out a lot of zombies at once.
Let's go back to shooting some zombies.
I'm gonna repair the wall on the right.
I got the one in the middle.
Almost down.
So Incensio wants to know, so they've seen the Blood Plague Juggernaut, which is something we'll get to, hopefully.
In a little bit, yeah.
In a little bit. But he's wondering, does that actually show up in the base game, or for right now is it just in Daybreak?
For right now, the Blood Plague Juggernaut only shows up in Daybreak. He has not infiltrated the main world just yet.
What was that? There's a thing with a skull on it on the ground.
I think it's an explosive that maybe Quentin has placed.
Yep, just
Yep.
set it off.
Yeah, that's just sort of a little reminder that we had a mine on the ground there.
Well, here's something interesting. Check out those armored zombies. They were on fire, but they weren't dying. You still had to knock them down and execute them.
Armored zombies have gotten a little bit tougher with the Daybreak expansion. We wanted to create a challenge that was a little bit between a regular zombie and a freak. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got a juggernaut on the left.
Oh, hey, that's a Juggernaut.
And since one of your most common weapons in this is fire,
Yes. So,
you know what? You can keep working on fighting these guys.
Oh,
That's
no.
fine.
I'm gonna put down a minefield. Help clear some of these off.
Oh man. Okay. So the Juggernaut is
Oh!
the Juggernaut is the most effective weapon the zombies have against your walls. Like if you let that guy get to the wall is probably done for.
Protect our technician. Luckily, he's not a victim of friendly fire.
So you can see that the technician's health bar. Actually, you can't see it because our faces are in the way. So you can see that the technician has a health bar that you can keep track of, and when it gets low, you're very close to losing, and you want to do something about it quick.
Oh boy.
You can also see above it your progress through the waves in Daybreak. There are 7 waves in the normal game, and each wave has got a timer next to it to let you know how much time you've got until your next reprieve. It looks like things are going pretty pretty badly for our team right now.
Yeah, we need to get that juggernaut down. Looks like our
I need to
NPC is
keep our
helping out.
technician alive.
There's a crowd of folks around the technician right now, and he's getting low. If you have bandages,
Juggernaut.
once you've cleared him out, you can actually heal that guy.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, that looks like another airstrike, signaling the end of this particular wave of zombies.
Yeah, we
Did you take
survived
that
that one.
juggernaut out all by yourself?
With the help of the NPC, actually.
Oh my goodness.
But
All right.
just
I'm going to
barely.
use my bandages to heal up the technician.
Okay.
That is a good move. I'll make sure that people can see that. Yeah, his health jumped up quite a bit. When
I'm going to see if I can stock up on some more bandages. Pull me into the camera, thank you. Oh my
Okay.
goodness, that was very
Heroin.
very exciting.
I'm heading out to grab these Clio drops.
Good call.
So Black Ops, we are playing on the actual map that Daybreak is played on. We didn't change that. The main changes that we made for the demo was just shortening and condensing the experience in time. But you're seeing the real map, the real location that you're defending, and how it really works.
Yep. All right.
So
Facing up a wall.
a lot of folks have questions about unlockable rewards. I think we'll get to that between the waves.
I'm out of repair kits, so if you find any more out there, Quentin, we really need them.
So you guys are splitting the work here, where you're staying back and sort of rebuilding the defenses while Quentin's going out and getting the Clio drops.
That is what we were doing, yes. I'm going to try to back him up out here because there's more than he can gather.
You got that?
Yeah, each of the Clio drops right now has a wall repair kit.
Oh,
in
hey,
it,
look at that.
so-
That's a
Ooh.
brand new melee weapon. I'm grabbing that. Then I'm going to run for this one last Clio drop before the next wave of zombies
12
shows up.
seconds, can you do it?
All right, I'll head back and start repairing some walls.
There's another new weapon.
I need you to hold the line.
And I got a minefield that should help us with this last
Oh, I
wave.
lost track of where we're going. No, that's backwards.
Follow the HUD, follow the HUD. Other way. You see the white
There we
arrow?
go.
There you go.
Oh, I got lost. This is terrifying.
Considering pointing at my screen, that does not help Andy at
This
all.
is terrifying.
Right there.
Oh, this is the way I'm going. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Geoffrey.
Yeah,
That was
I'm,
close.
I'm pretty instrumental in this process.
Fixing that wall too? Oh, awesome.
Yep.
I'll get the middle one.
OGD
All
wants
right.
to know if grenades hurt your barricades.
I do not think so,
Yeah,
but I'm
I don't
actually
think
not
so either.
100% sure.
I'm pretty sure they don't. You can, I mean, it's kind of like, friendly fire against a technician. You don't worry about it.
Not that I have any grenades. Oh, what am I doing out here?
So we're getting into the late stage where maybe you want to use the walls to your advantage.
Yeah, this is third and final wave of the demo. Oh, of course I'm empty. Take that, loader.
So yeah, so in real Daybreak, you could be doing this for 7 waves. It could take you up to like 40, 45 minutes. But this demo is shorter on purpose because we wanted to be able, people at Gamescom to be able to get through the line,
Right.
And see the full experience to the degree they can, and then move on, give other people a shot.
Yeah.
So
All right, so I'm trying out one of the new melee weapons here. This is the Clio Longblade, and I don't know if you can tell, I am just dicing through zombies here.
yeah,
Oh,
and
boom, one
I've
shot,
got the Clio
down.
mace.
Clio
but-
weapons were among the most powerful weapons in the Year 1 Survival Edition, right? And so we're kind of adhering to that tradition.
Come over here. Come over here.
That shotgun is powerful at close range. It seems to not slow him down that much at
Not
long
so
range.
good at long short range. Though. There we go.
Yeah, short range, it'll knock down an armored guy, which is, I think, one of the things that's really valuable about it.
Plus, it doesn't take a lot of accuracy, which means it's good for me.
So McBurger445 wants us to clear something up that is...
Okay, there's that plague juggernaut we were talking about.
Okay, let's look at this guy real quick. Then we'll answer
if I survive.
McBurger. So that is a blood plague juggernaut.
You can see the plague is just coming off him in waves.
So is just being near this guy dangerous to your health?
I think so.
Okay, you got him reeling.
Gotta fix this wall. Before it
Oh,
comes
can you
down.
actually do it?
Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Yes. All right, now let's see if I can maybe go outside there and
Distract
finish
him
him
a little
off
bit.
hand to hand. Oh, there's a lot of zombies. Oh,
Oh
I'm
no!
on
Now,
fire.
now you're on fire. Oh, he's down. He's down. If you can get to him. Oh, he was getting up too fast. Okay, you got him.
Oh, I'm gonna blow a cloud. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Ah! This is the luckiest juggernaut I've ever seen. Okay, okay. There you go.
Write him down. Boom!
Nice.
Oh. I need to take a nap.
Okay, so McBurger445 really wants to know, is this going to come with a new sandbox map that you can play the base game in, or is it only, or when people talk about there being a new map in Daybreak,
This is
only talking about
this is the new map. This is the new map.
Yeah, so when we've talked about there being a new map, what we mean is there's a new setting for this game mode. We have not yet we haven't yet had the chance to expand the world of the base game. Those maps are huge and take a very long time to make, and so that's not the kind of thing we could have come up with in this kind of time. So Black Ops wants to know, are there other ways to fortify your base besides building these walls?
Depends on what you mean by fortified. There are lots of explosives that you can place.
You saw those there was a mine that Quentin put down earlier.
Those are hand-placed mines. Come on.
And there's a variety of those you kind of unlock as you get through the game. Oh man, your technician's under attack. Can't quite see the health bar.
32 seconds. We just gotta get 30 seconds.
Think we're gonna make it?
Come on, we can do this.
And as you can see, day is breaking around us.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Sunlight's coming up. Oh, there's another juggernaut coming in.
All right, I got this one. He's down.
Oh. That guy's making a mess of the technician.
Oh, I'm out of ammo.
Everybody.
I have full-fledged blood plague. Oh, here we go.
Oh, did we do
Oh
it?
no!
No.
The technician got killed.
Oh, seriously? Oh, right at the last minute.
Oh, with under 20 seconds to go.
Oh man. Okay. Wow.
We're terrible.
But we've got a lovely
So
screen
incompetent.
here. We've got a lovely
All right.
screen.
We'll get it next time.
Even though we failed, we are earning a new resource, a new currency called prestige that will be used to unlock and purchase rewards in the game. So you can see we've played here, and look at that. We have a few things. They went through it quickly because this is the demo, not the main game. In the main game, you'd have more time to look at those sorts of things. But
See what you got. Yeah, but it looks like there was a pistol, there was a warhammer, there was something else. I don't know.
And my game has jumped to some weird screen.
Oh yeah, well we shouldn't do that then. So while we're fixing whatever weird thing just happened with the demo, we can talk a little bit about the way the reward system works. So do you want to go into that?
Sure. I'll channel a little bit of our designer Brian Giammi, who designed the gear and the reward system. The intent there is that each playthrough of Daybreak gives you a couple of forms of reward. One is it gives you it unlocks certain gear to be used either in later plays of Daybreak, which means this is gear that will now start showing up in Clio drops that hadn't before. Some of it is gear that will start showing up in your game, or they can be purchased in your game, through the prestige, which is the new currency that you get by playing Daybreak. So you can use that prestige to buy really high-end weapons and other gear for your community. Even if you're not playing Daybreak, you use that prestige in your home community to buy more stuff for them.
So just like when you bought the Independence Pack, or if you got the Independence Pack by picking up the Ultimate Edition of the game, your radio menu when you get Daybreak is going to have a new category on it, a new entry that says Daybreak on it. And if you open that up, there's two options that you have. One of them is to call in the Prestige Trader. If you call in the Prestige Trader, then somebody will show up near your base from Red Talon, and they've got all of the gear that you've helped them unlock by playing games of Daybreak. And so you can spend the prestige that you've earned in Daybreak to buy the gear you've unlocked in Daybreak and bring it into your home community. And then you can also, we've got the game up again. And then there's another option, which is Recruit Red Talon Contractor. So when we first get into this next round, when you guys are ready to play, which you can kind of do whenever, let's look at the character sheet on the guy that you're playing, because these guys, the guys that you actually are playing in Daybreak, these guys, you get to, they're not from your community. You're not trying to save them and keep them for your community. They're just for Daybreak. But the skills that they have, look at the size of that skill, those skill effects. So basically, we got these 4 skills: prowess, tactics, heroism, and warfighting. And this guy can also fish. But so these are 4 brand new skill specializations for each of our core skills. Cardio becomes prowess, wits becomes tactics, fighting becomes heroism, and sharpshooting becomes warfighting. These 4 are only available to Red Talent operatives. And so when you recruit a Red Talent operative into your home community, you get a character who's got access to these skills. They don't start with all of the skills maxed out. In fact, not even all of those skills have been unlocked yet when you first get the recruit, but they have access to all of them. So as you level them up in your community, you'll be able to have access to those skills. And basically, what each of those skills does is it takes all of the effects of the of each of the specializations and just combines them into one maxi skill. It's like you've got one skill that to rule them all. It's in each of those categories. So these recruits are probably the most expensive thing in terms of prestige. It's the thing that you can spend the most prestige unlocking, but they're incredibly powerful.
So go with a different weapon this time.
So Asgard SGC wants to know, can you unlock new items to make it easier to complete Daybreak the more you play it?
Yes, then that is the other form of reward that you get. Sometimes it is unlocking weapons that will show up in either as gear that you can start with, because you'll have, in the main game of Daybreak, you'll have the opportunity to do a little bit of minimal character kit customization.
Yeah, we're not showing that in the demo right now just to make it faster.
Yeah.
But later on, you'll actually have a gear selection screen at the beginning.
So the deeper you've played into Daybreak, the tougher your character, or the better the gear that your character can get. Hey, that's a Feral that just went over the wall. If I didn't see it, it's not a real problem, right?
Looks like the technician thinks it's a problem.
And so part of the idea is that, you may not succeed on your first few rounds of Daybreak, but as you play more, you're going to unlock things that are going to make it a little bit easier to take on these challenges.
Right.
Exactly.
Even succeeding at just a couple of waves in the main Daybreak mode will give you an edge toward the next one. So there's a... So you just saw that little download complete reward earn. Those are periodic rewards that are doing what we just said. They're unlocking that new gear. So even just surviving a short period of time gives you an edge the next time. So you can, you don't have to go all the way through to win. You're winning a little bit every time you play.
OGD wants to know, do kills in this mode go towards the big zombie kill achievements?
That's a
from the
good
base
question.
game?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that they do, yes. That was the intent anyway. I haven't personally tested it. Quentin, are you aware if they ran a test to make sure that was working? Because that was the plan.
Yes, we are currently testing that. It should be working as you would expect. So, say you convinced a friend to buy
That's a
State of
lot of
Decay to
zombies.
play this DLC. You'd be able to jump right into this DLC and get achievements for killing ferals, killing juggernauts, pretty much anything that you'd expect. There are some things that are particular to having a community, which won't unlock in this mode, but all of the basic stuff should be available.
So Brian Giammi just jumped into our Slack chat to remind us to tell folks that that you can recruit, actually, as long as you've got enough prestige, you can recruit as many of those Red Talent operatives as you want to. So it's very expensive. So even just getting one is a big achievement. But we're probably expecting there's some folks out there who are doing their best to collect characters who have army fatigues on, characters who have other outfits on, and so I'd really be interested in seeing which players are able to actually recruit an entire community of Red Talent
folks?
operatives. Yeah.
They'll be out there. It might be a little difficult to tell them apart at a glance.
Yeah, that's true, because they've all got the balaclavas on. But Lockload wants to know, is it possible to matchmake for co-op into Daybreak?
Yes, actually it is.
Yep.
It's intended to be played with as many players as you can join up with, and so if somebody is a typically solo player, they'll be able to just find a match from the main menu of Daybreak.
Hansel Adola wants to know, do you have to worry about repairing weapons when you're in the middle of Daybreak?
You do not. We took weapon damage Boom, remote grenade. You took weapon damage out of the game so that you don't have to deal with that. You also shouldn't be getting fatigued from being out for too long because you're only playing for like half hour, 40 minutes at a time. Whoa, look out.
Yeah, and it's actually we actually managed that with a trait on the character. You can actually look at the character, and they've got traits that prevent them from letting any of their weapons get damaged.
Before it gets too close.
You can absolutely get really, really injured though.
Yeah, that's true.
You can also get blood plague during the game. Some of you folks who were paying attention in our last playthrough may have noticed that my character had developed full-blown blood plague and his timer had started. Now, obviously, a 2-hour timer is not going to elapse in the course of a half-hour, 40-minute session. But the more hits I take from those plague zombies, the faster that timer elapses. And we're not giving you any cure or any ability to make any. So I imagine we will see some people dying of blood plague.
Yeah, right.
In sort of in one of the later waves.
Chief Firebird wants us to confirm whether this game actually requires 4 players, or but right now we're actually just playing with 2.
We have 2 players right now. You can play with as few as 1. If you're playing with fewer than 3 players, the game will add an AI soldier to help you out. So we have 2 players, but we have 3 soldiers right now, which is useful.
Watching Quentin run by with the zombie chasing him was amazing. That's the fun part of co-op.
So yeah, you can play by yourself. It's pretty hard. I did a lot of testing playing solo, and it's that's disgusting. It is not easy. Hey Quentin, have some explosives. Go ahead.
So
Thank you.
McBurger.
Oh, hey, there's the Juggernaut.
Well, McBurger wanted some clarification that yes, you do spend prestige in order to recruit a Red Talon operative. He asked, do they start as their own enclaves? They do start outside your base, but basically the reason they're there is to join your community. All you have to do is go and approach them and talk to them, and they immediately join your community. You don't have to put any work into recruiting them because you've already done the work. The work is what you're doing right here. Playing Daybreak is how you
Don't set up
them.
more explosives. Why can I not get on the shoulders? Oh no. Wasn't lined up right.
Hey, you're about to lose the barricade.
Yeah, I know
Looks
that.
like the
I know
right
that.
barricade is going down.
I got eyes on a barrel. I bet that fucker can climb walls.
I'll cover it while you head on inside.
I got right-hand wall.
So Black Ops wants to know what kinds of base upgrades are available as rewards here. There's a whole collection of Red Talon themed facilities that are better than your normal facilities at doing certain jobs. We don't want to necessarily reveal what all of the prizes are in detail though, but there are I believe it's 5 facilities that you can unlock and build, each of which has its own different purpose. And then of course you can also unlock a bunch of different weapons, consumables.
Yeah, it's a combination of facilities
like
and facility mods
yeah, that's right.
that the game has.
I see Clio is still helping out with airstrikes.
Oh, and one thing that Brian wanted me to clarify is the fact that these guys that you're playing in Daybreak, they have durability turned off for their weapons. There's actually a few differences between the guys you actually play in Daybreak and the versions that you recruit in the main game. In Daybreak, their skills are all specialized already, and they've got pretty high levels in them. They've got durability on their weapons turned off, and a few other things to make Daybreak make more sense. But the versions that you get in the base game, they do have their weapons do degrade just like a normal person, and they actually have a few extra abilities in the base game that they don't get in Daybreak. That would have been disruptive in Daybreak.
Check out this Clio Submachine Gun.
Nice. Now Clio weapons fire their own. Whoa! What the?
Hey, there's a feral.
It never stops being State of Decay.
Get out of here. Oh.
But yeah, the Clio weapons
Oh, I'm in
they all use one ammo type, right?
Yes, they all share the same ammunition.
It'll be really, really funny to get killed during a respite.
I got him.
Nice.
It's a big, slow weapon. I normally like smaller, faster weapons. I'm gonna use one of those right now. Alright, I'm running back to base.
All right.
Wild card, if you attempt to call in a Red Talon recruit and your community is already at the cap, then the attempt will fail. Basically, Red Talon will say, you guys don't have room for a new recruit, and it won't go through. So you do need to have room in your community. Unfortunately, Red Talon recruits don't have the advantage of not costing us any system resources and things like that. So the community size caps still apply like they always do.
Oh, this thing just take out their legs. Boom.
Yeah, and I grabbed the Clio assault shotgun. Should help with those freaks coming in later.
Step in A, no, you don't have to have a Red Talon soldier in your community to build Red Talon facilities. What you need is to get, there's special components that you can get that you buy and you bring into your base game that unlock those new facilities. So even if you never recruit a Red Talon operative, you can still get the advantage of Clio technology and Red Talon facilities.
Oh, bloater. Just caught right at the edge of his cloud.
Ah. There we go. So many zombies.
They just don't stop. Uh-oh, wall's going down.
Now I'm gonna place a fire minefield. Hopefully that will
Just checking our
that will
progress.
help us slow them down a little bit.
We're only a little ways into the third wave.
This third wave. So long, so brutal. Alright, let's turn some zombies into fine red mist here.
Left wall is fixed.
Right wall's fixed.
So yeah, so
Far right wall.
Diablo 13.
I'll go for the center one.
No, you have no access to Plague Cure during this mode. So if you get the plague, so you don't have enough time for the plague to kill you just by sheer, waiting. You can't wait the 3 hours that it takes for the plague to kill you in the base game. But because you're constantly taking plague damage from some of these zombies, they can get you all the way to full-blown death. And there's really not much you can do about it except trying to avoid their attacks. So it's a combat solution. We don't have a medical solution to the blood plague. But if
I heard Juggernaut.
if you manage to keep yourself from getting hit by guys like that, that's what'll keep you safe.
Get up that wall.
Nice. I just noticed you guys have a bunch of drop bags lying around on these platforms. What's in there? I didn't catch that.
Ammo that I didn't want anymore.
Oh no! Oh! And now you're on fire. He's down! Oh, getting so destroyed.
Man, these burning plague juggernauts have been my bane today.
I gotta say, I'm glad I'm not the one who's sort of on the hook to be playing this right now, because I don't think I would be doing
First aid kit.
any better.
Whoop.
Probably be doing significantly worse.
I'm healing Theo,
Oh,
the technician.
Theo, by the way, is our nickname for the technician.
Yeah.
It's just an internal nickname. They're just called the technician in Daybreak.
Alright, I gotta go a minute and a half still. Oh boy.
Can you cover me while I get this wall back up?
I gotta cover the technician.
Oh, feral. Okay, one wall up.
Oh, I got a feral here.
So Garlic Burp wants to know, I don't know if we have a solid answer for this. Maybe Brian's got some sense of it, but it says, how much playtime will it take to unlock everything? Now, a big part of it is how well
Good
do
are
you do.
you? Yeah.
Because the earliest rewards can be unlocked by just playing a couple of waves, and surviving a couple of waves, great. You'll get some of the early rewards.
You got him.
Yep.
Nice.
But the later
There's a feral
rewards,
right
you
behind
have
him.
to actually get to the later waves or even beat Daybreak.
Oh, that feral took you off the Juggernaut? Oh,
That's crazy. I don't think I've ever actually witnessed that happening.
30 seconds.
Oh man, are we gonna make it? I mean,
totally gonna make it. Absolutely.
oh, nice.
Feral's down. There's one more juggernaut coming in.
Okay, we just keep his attention. Oh, there's a feral too.
I copy. Evac is inbound.
Nice.
9 seconds. 8. 3 seconds. Demo complete. Yay!
Nice. Woo! You guys did it on the second try. Wow.
Second try because we've played it. How many times do you think you've played this demo, Quentin?
Oh,
100?
More than 100. Yeah.
So the first day at Gamescom, not a single team actually got all the way through all 3 waves. Everybody was brand new at it, but we realized that our community, the last time we put out a product, our community wished that it was a little more difficult, and so this time we really tried hard to try to meet you guys' expectations and provide something that was going to be appropriately challenging to you guys' skills.
That was hard. I'm exhausted. I need a nap.
Yeah. So Hero Best wants to know if the resources you're using in Daybreak are drawn from your community. And no, in Daybreak, you're playing with basically a fresh group of people from Red Talon that have nothing to do with your community. The only direction that this affects your community is accomplishing things in Daybreak gives you resources that you can spend to upgrade your community. You never draw anything or detract from your community in any way.
That's right.
So we wanted this game to be just a fun thing to jump in and mess around with. We didn't want it to be like, oh no, if I play Daybreak, I could lose something that's very important to me. We want you to be able to just get in here and have fun and only have upside.
Yeah, this gives you a little more session-based experience. Like, State of Decay is great for long-form playing. I mean, every one of us out there, I'm sure, can attest to afternoons or days or entire nights that have been sacrificed on the altar of State of Decay at one point or another. This is more like binging episodes on Netflix. Like, you play one, and then I can play another one if I want to, but I don't have to. So it's a little more that session-based experience, a little more focused intensity, a little less of the lull and quiet that State of Decay can give you.
So Centrix wants to know, and maybe this is something that Brian can give us the answer to in our Slack chat. He wants to know how many new Red Talon weapons are coming with us. So we've got the Clio weapons that you unlock by unlocking Clio blueprints, but I think aren't there? Did we add some also new Red Talon weapons to start with, or are we just using the existing RTX weapons?
I think we're just using the existing Red Talon weapons, but Brian might be able to. I'll have him chime in and see if we can get that.
He's typing in our Slack chat right now, so I'm sure we'll have an answer in a second. He says there's a new RTX shotgun and a new RTX hammer.
So there you go. A couple of new Red Talon weapons to add to your arsenals.
And we're actually starting with those as Red Talon members
That's right.
when we play the session. So if you see the shotgun that we're using there, the hammer.
I forgot how to restart the demo, Quentin.
Keyboard 1.
Keyboard 1, that's what it was.
All right. Do we have time for one more playthrough? Sure.
I think so.
We do.
You got one more, yeah.
Gotta invert this y-axis first.
All right.
All right.
So, and Brian points out we also use the existing RTX Hordebreaker, the RTX Stormbringer, and the RTX Extermination Blade. So all of those existing RTX weapons that you might already be familiar with, those appear in Daybreak 2. And you can actually use Prestige to buy those weapons, even before you've unlocked any Clio stuff. If you haven't unlocked a single thing, because you just kept dying in Wave 1, but you did earn a little bit of Prestige, you can still spend that Prestige with the Prestige Trader in the base game to get some basic Red Talon gear. So you can kind of spend that cash however you like.
You're gonna have company soon.
And I'm going to use yet another new and different weapon. New, or not new and different, but new and different for my character. Changing my firearm again.
McBurger wants to know if there's anything else that's going to be coming with Daybreak. So we're really focused on, for this particular DLC, we're really focused on the Daybreak experience itself and what it brings into the base game. But I'm sure we'll also issue a set of patch notes around the same time that you can keep your eye out for, and there'll be other tweaks and fixes and things like that to the game that arrive around the same time as the Daybreak Pack. But we're not going to go exhaustively through all of those until it comes out and we've got the list in front of us. But you can be sure we'll do a stream to walk you through everything else that's changed.
Oh, being eaten by zombies.
This feels almost relaxing compared to Wave 3.
Yeah, the first wave is it's just a walk in the park.
And so Quentin, how crazy does it get when you guys are playing all the way through to Wave 7?
Oh, it definitely gets pretty hairy. You know, we tested solo, we tested as a group. I think the highest I've ever gotten solo was like midway through Wave 5.
Wow.
So it.
So that's a pretty big challenge. We don't even have an achievement for oh no for getting all the way through Daybreak solo because we thought so few people would ever actually do that. We do have an achievement for getting to a certain wave solo. I can't remember which wave it was. It might be wave 4 or 5. But we didn't want to set the bar so high with an achievement because, you know, there's folks out there who really want to show their commitment by getting achievements who don't want to be required to be one of the top 0.1% players in the world in order to get something. Garlic Burp wants to know what kind of variety there is between the Red Talent agents that you can recruit into your community. So the models that we have, we have both male and female models. They cover a wide variety of different races and ethnicities, and each one of them is randomly generated using the same character system that we use for everything else. And so they have different mixes of traits, different mixes of like starting points for their skills, and they all have unique names. So all the same things that differentiate your normal characters will also differentiate your Red Talent recruits.
With the exception of clothing.
Their outfit, yes, their outfit is the same, and it's pretty all-consuming. But
they all look badass. All right, we had a question about exploring the map a little bit more, so I'm gonna give up on protecting the wall for a second here and just...
The little playground is just, it has kind of a melancholy vibe to me, being in the middle of this war zone.
It's so State of Decay.
Do I remember correctly that the location is actually a reference to something from the first State of Decay?
No one talked to me about that, so I'm not sure.
I believe Blaine's Grocery is.
Blaine's Grocery. Yes, you're right. That is a chain I think that was established in the original game, and so for folks who played the original game, they'll recognize the brand of that grocery store.
Little campsite down here.
So Mon Prince Cyclope is very concerned about whether or not there are cars in Daybreak and whether they can be parked on the roof or not.
There are no vehicles in Daybreak.
Yeah, vehicles are such like God mode against zombies. It kind of would have unbalanced the entire thing if there had been even one vehicle. It would have made it too much of a difference. We wanted this to be about your prowess as a soldier, not your sort of craziness as a clown car driver.
Some beautiful sculpted fountain here. Obelisk that probably once upon a time said something very beautiful and stirring, but
it's been worn off by the
years have worn it away to blank.
Understood. You do your job.
I'm gonna drop off some bandages near the technician in case we need them.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, you can make really good use of the drop bags in this game. You can drop ammo where you need it, drop supplies for other people where they need it.
Got any Doritos?
Wave 2 is incoming.
What?
What are you doing?
What? There are more zombies? Wait, there's more zombies coming?
Oh!
Oh no. What am I doing out here?
I'll hold down the fort until you get back.
Yeah, right.
So
my soldiers is drenched in ennui.
So Brian just did some back of the envelope math. If you win Daybreak 27 times, then you'll probably have unlocked everything that you can unlock. You still won't necessarily have all the prestige you want to buy as many copies of everything as you want. There's still a reason. There's always a reason to keep playing because you can always still get more stuff. But yeah, if you actually win the entire thing 27 times, you'll unlock everything. Now, we're expecting that people won't win every single time they play, and so it'll take you longer if a lot of your playthroughs don't result in victory.
Being down inside a bloater cloud is not good. Not good. Oh, I can't see. Oh, what is going on? What is going on?
So Blaze Experience wants to know if we can speak to any of the new achievements. So there's a few different kinds of achievements that you can get. Of course, there's some basic ones for just like for winning Daybreak, for beating your first wave, for getting to each of the different waves. Not every single one of the waves has an achievement associated with it. There's also getting to waves with certain conditions, like getting to a certain wave without allowing the technician to take any damage. or getting to a certain wave without ever leaving the walls. I think might be
Oh, no.
that was what we considered. Actually,
Oh.
you know what? I don't think that one made it in. But there's a bunch of other ones like never having a survivor die.
Look
for
at
instance.
that! Look at that! I want to show this. That was intentional. Look at this! I've
Just
spawned
show
back
a
into
feature.
the game.
That's all we're doing.
So now I'm a new soldier that's just been helicoptered in. Reinforcements. So
But yeah.
one of the fun things about this is that even if your character dies early on, you get to come right back in with another Red Talon soldier.
So we should say about that, though, that the items that were on your corpse stay on your corpse. So
Oh, that's
if
true.
you need to
start with
equip
just a
back
vanilla
up,
loadout.
you need
Sure, I'll have time to
do a
scavenge
corpse
later.
run.
But yeah, so
Oh.
we tried to come
Juggernaut.
up with, oh, sorry. I was going to say, we tried to come up with achievements that encourage the player to play the game in interesting and fun ways and like challenge themselves to do different things. So the one about not leaving the walls, actually it's more fun if you do leave the walls. So we left that achievement off the list. But there's a lot of other ones like don't let any walls get broken, for instance, is another one. There's also achievements for bringing things into the base game. There's achievements for building all of the facilities. There's achievements for recruiting a Red Talon operative. There's one achievement for using one of the fanciest guns that you can unlock to kill a screamer in the base game. So there's a whole list, and I'm sure once the pack comes out, you'll be able to look at your achievements list and see the whole thing. But So we got like 13 minutes left. Do you want to just go for one more go?
Sure.
Let's give it a
Let's
try.
do this.
Let's give it one more try. Especially if we lose, it'll definitely fit.
Oh, we're probably almost certainly going to lose. We're all going to die, Lisa. I meant soon. So did I.
So Brian wanted to tease like one of the Red Talon facilities is the Red Talent Barracks, which lets you get 5 beds into a small facility slot at a tiny morale penalty. So basically, if you're willing to pack your people in like sardines, the way that Red Talon does, then you can get more people into your base with fewer use of facility slots. So it's stuff like that. We're taking concepts for facilities, roles for facilities that we've already covered, but Red Talon just kind of does it a little bit better.
Whatever you did just got the Zed's attention.
We're getting through this. I'm absolutely sure of it.
I spy a loader approaching your position.
One nice thing about this game mode as well, is that we had time to record lots of new voiceover.
Oh, that's
for it.
right.
So not only do we get the fun commentary from Sasquatch in the helicopter, but you get your characters commenting, all 14 of the different playable voices can comment on what's going on. We've got a couple of different technician voices.
So these Daybreak characters, including the ones that we recruit, can have all of the voices.
Correct.
We got that much variety and
All
diversity.
14 of our playable voices can appear on your Red Talon agents, whether the ones in here or the ones you recruit later on in your home. And that, as always, gives us lots of great opportunities to write different lines, different reactions from different points of view. We also tried to write lots of variations on lines that you're likely to hear from the same person. So you have lots of different ways for Sasquatch to comment on things, lots of different ways for the technicians to comment on things. I think that'll be also one of the fun parts of playing through the game many times, is you'll get to hear some more of the humorous lines, including some that only happen during the downtime. You get some fun commentary from some of the characters. Of course, that's all I care about is the writing. Gameplay, whatever.
Yeah.
Barrel going in.
Diablo 13 on Mixer wants to know how many new facilities there are to unlock. So it's 4 Red Talon facilities that you can unlock. Each, you unlock them each individually, you can build them each individually. You could actually have a base that's got all 4 of them in it at the same time if you want. And then there's a 5th facility that I'm just gonna tease a little bit. Like it's one of the fanciest unlocks. It's one of the last things that you get by playing Daybreak. But there is a 5th facility that you can go for. That I'll leave that one a mystery.
I got this guy. Boom. 4.
Diablo, we're being kind of cagey about exactly where in the world of State of Decay this takes place. It's
Anytown, USA.
Exactly. It's not specifically Danforth or any of the named towns that we've talked about before.
The idea is that this is happening over and over and over again.
Yeah, there's lots of these places that have been
correct.
set up, and you're only defending one of them at any given time.
Now, we are coming down to our closing minutes. I believe we had a giveaway. Did we not have a giveaway for this?
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, thanks for sticking around, guys, because yeah, there is a giveaway. We forgot to mention it up front. While we're setting up for the next wave, let's quickly do that. So here we are. So guys, this is important. If you've been paying attention to the press for the Daybreak Pack, then you probably know the answer to this question. And if you are one of the people who get the right answer for this question, you'll be entered into a drawing and possibly get a code for a free copy of the Independence Pack. So, are you ready for this? What is the release date for the Daybreak Pack? So, if you know the release date, it's been announced. It's in the gaming press all over the place. If you know the answer, post it in the chat, and we'll be watching both Mixer and Twitch. To see if people know the answer. It looks like a fair number of people know the answer. So that's good to see. And yeah, so if you are interested in getting a free copy of the Independence Pack, just throw your name out there. I mean, throw your answer out there. And Jen and Megan will be getting back to you guys. And hopefully getting somebody a copy of the Independence Pack. Now back to the game.
Watch my back.
So Garlic Bird wants to know, where are the Screamers?
Good question. We talked about which freaks to include in the game, and the point is we didn't need more zombies attracted to your position because already all of the zombies that can exist in the world are attracted to your position. So there was literally nothing that a Screamer could do in this mode.
Yeah, all they would do is walk around with no arms, like
Right.
that, and occasionally stun you if you got too close. But it wouldn't be. Yeah, they just wouldn't add that much.
Yeah.
And so that's actually one reason why we've got the achievement to take one of these Clio weapons and kill a Screamer with it. And the reason is because the only place you could possibly do that is in the base game. So it's really an achievement for bringing rewards into the base game and then putting them to use.
Yep. Boom. Where's the bloater? There's a bloater.
So Blaze Experience wants to know if there is a facility mod for crafting Clio ammo. And no. Basically, the only way to get Clio ammo is to spend prestige on it. So I imagine it's probably one of the things that is less expensive with prestige, but it is one of the many reasons to continue playing Daybreak even after you've unlocked a bunch of stuff, is because earning prestige is kind of how you can keep your people in ammo for those Clio weapons.
Ah, one of my favorite zombies.
Yeah, I love this guy. My daughter has actually gotten into the original Plants vs. Zombies. She was really into Garden Warfare for a long time, and now my son is into Garden Warfare, and nobody can play that game without him jumping in and really wanting to steal the controller. So she snuck off with the iPad and plays traditional Plants vs. Zombies instead.
There's Sasquatch hanging on the helicopter.
Hey
Safe and sound.
Sasquatch!
Come get me!
Hey,
Come
buddy!
save me! Come save me!
Oh, Red!
Oh no!
Oh, you're not RPing. Red Talon operatives never retreat.
We are expendable.
It'll take time for Clio to power up the relay. I'll keep downloading as much as I can. Just hold off the zombies.
We're gonna hold off the zombies here.
I'm
We
gonna
are
check
very
if any
close to
walls need
having.
repair.
Okay, yeah, looks like we have got some winners for our quiz, our giveaway. So, of course, it looks like a lot of you knew the answer to this question. When does the Daybreak Pack release?
Is it tomorrow?
Nope, it's September 12th, 2018. So, of the many people who knew that it was September 12th, we've got a couple of winners. We got Garlic Burp on Twitch, gets a free copy of the Independence Pack.
Woohoo!
And Badger Real Trev Storm on Mixer gets a free copy of the Independence Pack. So, Megan and Jen will get in contact with you guys and figure out how they're going to transmit those codes to you. And so, if you already have Independence Pack, you've got a gift for a friend. And if you don't already have it, I hope you enjoy it.
How did that guy get inside?
There's a lot of fun stuff in there to play with.
I put the wall back up
Oh,
after
okay.
he got in.
Let's get back into this game. Oh! Just
Technician's
barely
under
caught
attack.
Quentin killing that Juggernaut.
Wall repair.
So, Full Fury over on Twitch was confused by Badger's screen name. It's Badger. Oh, no, it's not Badger actually. It's Badge Real Trevstorm. I read it wrong. I read it as Badger Eel Trevstorm.
Sure?
Which is two animals. You know, I like animals. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, that was just a copy-paste error. His name isn't actually Badge Real Trevstorm. It's just Real Trevstorm. Badge was something that was... Oh, it was copy and pasted somehow, probably from the icon next to their name or something. So I was just misreading it in the Slack channel. So sorry, Real Trevstorm. I totally got your name wrong on several different levels, but you do get a free code, and so it's probably worth the, you know, verbal abuse. We got 4 minutes left. Are you guys gonna die soon?
We can if you like.
I can do.
Shouldn't be hard.
Hey, Bloater.
I got a meeting in
Give
4
me a
minutes,
hug.
guys.
Oh no. What
Is
am I
there anything
doing?
that we need to handle before the stream is
How am
over?
I standing in this bloater cloud?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything we haven't talked about? Anything we need to make absolutely sure that we talk about? Because it's coming out September 12th. It costs $9.99 if you didn't buy the Ultimate Edition. If you did buy the Ultimate Edition,
It's
then
free!
It's free. It's free-ish. It's, you know, no additional charge. You did pay for the Ultimate Edition, but you already paid for it, so you just get it.
I refuse.
And Game Pass players also have access to this. They can download it and they get it at a discount. So yeah, so on September 12th, there'll be a lot of folks playing this, and yeah, and we'll be really excited to see what you guys think of it. We'll be watching you guys' streams and seeing how things turn out. So, are there any last-minute questions?
You should know that we've been seeing some crazy new stats lately.
Just imagine how many zombies are in that city attracted to our noise and commotion.
You should be ready for just
Oh, so Full Fury wants to know, is there a cutscene for completing all the waves?
We do have a couple of cutscenes that ship in the full pack. We didn't include them in the demo, really just for speed.
For time, yeah.
But yeah, there's a very brief intro cutscene, a failure cutscene, and a success cutscene. So.
Blaze Experience wants to know, is there a limit to the number of survivors you can have in Daybreak? So it is a 4-player mode. So basically, if you've got 4 people playing with you in Daybreak, I mean 3 people playing with you in Daybreak, 4 total, including you, you've maxed it out. If you've got fewer people playing with you, we'll fill in some of the gaps with non-player characters. But basically, this little base is always being watched over by no more than a 5-man team: the 4 defenders and the 1 technician who's back at the relay. Caldy Z wants to know if there will be more DLC. Well, we haven't announced any specific DLC, but we are definitely still working to support this game, and we've got a lot of plans, and none of which we can talk about. So, you know, this is the last DLC that comes free with the Ultimate Edition. It's the last one that was in our initial plan, but it is. I do not think that you should assume that this is the last thing that will be coming from us. By no means. We've got lots of big plans and ideas, and can't wait until we're actually in a position where we can share those with you.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, this is essentially. Oh, I'm out of ammo. This is essentially done and all but shipped, and we're still all working here. So,
We gotta have something to do, right?
besides watching YouTube videos.
So there's one common question that just came in again. I want to make sure that we get the answer to this out. German Gamers asked, they said that they had heard that there is a new map in the Daybreak Pack. Is that true? We want to be very clear.
This is it.
This is the map. This small space where you're defending this Clio relay from all of these zombies. This is the new map. We do not have a brand new huge sandbox map for the base game.
Daybreak takes place on a unique map.
Yeah, that's basically, that's a good way to say it. Because those other maps, those huge maps that the main game takes place in, they're enormous. They take a lot of time, and we have not yet had time to build something of that size. But we have built this, and it is a gorgeous little map. And I mean, Andy, if you go back when the video of this stream comes out, go back and look at the little tour that Andy gave of the map, because it is really gorgeous.
I'm gonna run away.
Yeah, well, it is 2 o'clock, and so I think we should probably put a pin in this anyway.
All right.
But so I'm gonna, even though you're right in the middle of the game,
Oh, look at that glorious gazebo. I can just watch it all unfold.
that honestly, that's probably a pretty good shot for us to end on. So I'll just fade out on that.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. So with the State of Decay 2 stream, I am Geoffrey Card. This is Andy Collins, and of course, off camera this whole time we have had Quentin Rezin. Thanks, Quentin.
Thank you.
And yeah, so I hope that you guys all have a chance to try out the Daybreak Pack. And you know, on September 12th, that's when it's coming. So we will see you all later, and thank you for joining us.